Okay, since it's Autism Awareness Month, I think, um, might as well give an idea of what it's like. I mean, I almost don't want to say it's autism because I mean, I guess I'm just a little socially awkward, but I mean, growing up, I was sort of hyper, I guess, and my parents had me tested and all that, and it was diagnosed with ADD or ADHD. I forget which one, but and then in high school, I guess they had I was yeah I had tests done on me, or I didn't have them done on me, but you know what I mean. My mom had me tested around my my sophomore year of high school, and they said I had Asperger's, which at the time was its own thing. So and then so basically it's the way I see it is the way the way my life is just I don't pick up on things sometimes. So, like, for all I know, somebody could be hitting on me, or actually no, that's no that's probably not a good example. Just I guess sarcasm would be an example. Like, sometimes I used to not be able to pick up on sarcasm, and then I guess I just got better at it, and here I am today. But it's not all. It's not as bad as. Granted, I'm high functioning, so it's not like the. It's not the, go outside, hear a car honk or a car horn, and go into a panic attack. Like, sure, I'd probably get startled if it's like right behind me, but it's who wouldn't, But and then there's that whole I don't know. There's that whole thing of people, this subset of people that that still, despite the doctor losing his medical license, despite the magazine that it was published in issuing a retraction and saying this guy was full of shit, and despite all of that, people still, for whatever reason, maybe there's something in their water, and they just don't have the mental comprehension to realize that someone's full of shit, but they still believe, for whatever reason, that vaccines cause autism, which there's been countless studies that have shown the opposite, or I don't know if it's the opposite, but shows that it doesn't in fact cause autism. As far as anybody knows, it's like a roulette, I guess. There's environmental factors and all that it's shaking the rolling the dice, I guess. But it's it just bugs me because people it makes it seem like people would rather have a kid with an easily debilitating disease that has been pretty much either like wiped out, or not wiped out, I suppose, but like, kept in check, so it's only in rare, like really rare circumstances. So just, it seems like they'd rather, like I was saying, it seems like they'd rather have, a kid with a easily preventable disease, a deadly disease, but but one that is easily preventable with the proper vaccines when you get when you're really really young. Um, they'd rather have that than to have the slight risk of having a kid with autism, even even if they did cause autism, they'd rather have a kid with an easily preventable disease than to have a kid with autism. You know, eh, I get that there's some really, like, really bad um you know ver- iterations, I guess, of autism, like I'm just, you know like I usually call it, like a fry short of a happy meal, but or a large order. But it just really it bugs me. I mean, uh, but anyway, that's sort of a tangent. um it's living with high functioning, I guess nowadays it's called, um, high functioning autism. It's not a whole lot different than you know just living. And it's just, you need, maybe some medicine to keep you in check. Um, just just yeah, some medicine to keep you in check. Possibly, help with, mental help. Um, just, someone to talk to. I mean, who knows? But I don't know. It just, I mean, it's pretty much just living normal. Just you don't pick up on some things, and just, you yeah. So the only other thing I can think of is it's it it's not exactly something you can cure. I mean, it which makes it sound like, with the people trying to find a cure for autism, makes it sound like it's some sort of disease that, needs to be, exterminated, or yeah, gotten rid of. And I mean, while I can agree that, it's kind of shitty if you end up having, you know low functioning autism, where it's like really bad, like, hands over your ears at the slightest sound, or um, stuff like that. It just, it's I don't know. It's just, it's not as bad as some groups make it seem. I mean, certainly I wouldn't exactly want other people to have to deal with me, much less deal with having it themselves. But it's not as bad, I suppose. I mean, yeah. that's all I gotta say.